The first time I had an orgasm was in 6th grade. I remember my mom bought... That's a bad transition. I guess she knew that before that time, I was just... I thought masturbation was getting hard and then marveling at what you created. Like just looking down at your polished penis. I didn't realize you kept going until my mom bought me a book called What's Happening to My Body. Did any of you have that book? Oh man, it had illustrations of like boys and girls going through puberty, and for me at that time, pre-internet, I was like, yeah, that's enough. And I remember the first time I read that you keep going, you keep jerking off, I was like, this is a fucking total game changer. I tried to masturbate the first time, fell asleep mid-jerk. True story, my golden retriever woke me up with her wet nose in my penis and hand combination. I kicked her the fuck out of my room.
And you would kill and eat that dog, huh?
Well,
after all you've been through.
Well, she has too many secrets. She knows too much. I don't want her to share all the intel. So I kicked her out of the room, and for whatever reason, 12 years old, you can get ready again. And I continued. I ended up coming, and the way I described it to my friend Rob the next day in class, first of all, I was like, dude, you keep going. And he was like, fuck you. He couldn't believe it. He was like, holy shit, you keep going. And it's like you sneeze and fart at the same time.
I like how you're describing coming to a group of adults, so you wouldn't believe it. It's like this release you can't possibly imagine, and I hope that you all get there. So
But here's the thing, you do listen to our podcasts.
Well, half of them. The other half are
You
periphery
don't, right?
friends.
No, I do.
You do? Oh, nice. Wow. Well, I'm never sure if any females listen to the show. You do not.
do?
Wow, and you really proudly said that.
Yeah, you really offered that up too hurtfully quickly. I'll tell you this, I'm in a weird spot because I mean, Mike's a lot older than me, but I am in a... I grew up in a
I'm
weird...
3 years older than him. It just so happens I took my parents' divorce real bad.
Yeah, but...
That's why I'm so weathered.
Yeah. So I grew up in between porn generations, unfortunately, because the whole Playboy era, all of that didn't make sense to me. It was just a woman that was just like naked on a ladder like this. And you're like, what do I do? I have to construct a narrative. I don't want to do all this,
Yes.
But like we had computers, but there was like the first computers. It was 56K. You would download one picture of a tit, and it would just your computer would catch on fire. It would just explode immediately. You'd get like one line each 20 minutes, So my generation, we all jerked off to just like the softcore porn, like the late night Skinamax, like that was the thing that we had, which was crazy to me because I'm like,
Family Matters.
Yeah. Here's what I did. You turn on HBO at 11:30, you pull your pants down to your ankles, and you hope. That's what I did.
Oh my god, the amount of times I jerked off to Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah.
When it was just a sad guy going through a divorce.
Yeah. Dude, that's the part about it. It's like we had to jerk. Do you understand how crazy that we had to jerk off to a movie and guess when the sexiest part of a thing that we've never saw was gonna be?
You had to hope it was happening soon.
Yeah. Here's what I would do. I would go and I would see it it'd be a softcore thing. A guy and a girl would start making out. She would take off her bra, and I'd be like, oh my god, some tits. I can work with this, And then all of a sudden you go, well, they have electric chemistry, so I think there's gonna be a sex scene. And then they would go from her tits to all of a sudden they would cross dissolve to them eating breakfast, And you'd be like, fuck, I missed it. I should have taken the tits. Now we're gonna jerk off to the fucking sunny side up eggs. You know what I mean? Pretending those are like a tit with a medical condition.
Just a droopy, runny pair of tits.
Yeah, but it was there were also times that I thought every movie that came on HBO at that time was like a porn,
Oh my god.
I jerked off to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest one time, just holding my dick, waiting for it to get hot, being like, this is a pretty male-dominated cast,
In fairness, Danny DeVito had some pretty sweet tits.
Yeah. It was when Chief threw that water fountain through the window. We were both free.
Do you
it was incredible.
Do you remember what your favorite movie that came on that if you were awake at 3 a.m. on a sleepover with your friends and all of them were passed out and you just like kind of jerk off on your side while they were sleeping next to you?
No, you keep saying very specific dramatic events. And
Did you guys not jerk off at sleepovers?
I will say this: I did jerk off in the same room as my buddy once, but we never it was in the dark. We never compared or.
Were you both like cone heads? You were wearing a necklace and just looking each other in the forehead?
Someone told me that one time that before I knew anything about sex, that like your dick actually gets the biggest that it ever gets right after as you come. So I thought that you were supposed to have sex like in that period between after you've come and when your dick shrinks, which is what 14 seconds, I think. And I'm like, oh my god, sex must be hell. You know what I mean? Like, how do you? You mean it must take forever? How do these guys do it?
What a double Dutch timing situation that is. You're just getting hard. Oh, I'm there!
Hurry!
That's when you want to make your Irish goodbye.